Well, I mean, I thought we did some nice things out there again, especially defensively, and just guys competed really well, really hard. We had plenty of chances. When it was 40-32, we could have had really extended our lead, and we just didn't handle the zone well for 2 to 3 minutes there, and just stopped making shots. We were on a little bit of a roll to get to 40, and then we just when they went zone, kind of taken away our inside game some, and we just we couldn't hit perimeter shots, and that's kind of been the theme for us this year overall, just with our offense. But give them credit; they battled, and they made their free throws late in the game, and we just we didn't do what we needed to do there to close the game out.
When you look at the defensive performance, what were the keys for being so effective on that end of the floor?
Again, we kind of sticking with a similar plan that we had with Arizona, and I thought we 38-24 in the paint. I know they got a lot of free throws because they're tall and they're focused on going to the glass. They had 20 offensive rebounds, so we just couldn't come up with some of those rebounds after we made the miss in congestion. They seemed to get their hands on a lot of those, and we unfortunately did not. But overall, too, we just got to handle the last minute better. It was tied. We got a great shot in the paint. It didn't go in, and JG had a bunch of really good moments in the game offensively, and then we fouled immediately and put them on the line, which gave them the lead. So that was we got to eliminate things like that happening.
Did you have any extra motivation or juice going into this game since you weren't able to be out there last week when you guys played USC?
I mean, I didn't really look at it that way, and I just I looked at it the same way as I did Arizona in terms of preparing, and it was a winning effort again. It's just again we didn't close out the game.
Jalen Graham with a career-high 19. Obviously, since that game against Colorado, he's really seemed to have turned the corner.
Yeah, his footwork was special. His touch around the basket, and just he looked like the best player on the court to me tonight. So that was he's just making huge strides. Happy for him. He's really been great the last few weeks, and just great attitude and the way he's practicing. And I was almost saying before the game, he practiced so well yesterday. I was like, maybe he should have saved that, for tonight. But he really did well. I'm happy for Jalen tonight.
Anybody else?
It was tough for him to keep rhythm. I mean, I know he got a little bit of foul trouble, but it seemed like he never really broke rhythm either when he came back in the game offensively and defensively, just communicating with everybody else.
Yeah, it was in a sense a blessing. If you saw during the game, there was a trash can by our bench, and he was, he ate something bad. So my coach, when I played in college, said something really bad about me in the Final Four. About me not feeling well, so I'm not going to be as graphic as he was, and explain exactly what JG was going through today. But he was dealing with some stuff with that as well. So it was good that he had a few more minutes, maybe at times a little more breaks, but when he was out there, he really maximized his minutes.
What did it felt just having to manage the types of foul issues that you guys have had? Because you get very often. Two in the first half with several guys, 3 early in the second.
Yeah. The ones in the early half hurt, and because they get the team almost immediately knowing that they're going to be shooting a ton of foul shots, and so we have to do better, start that second half to avoid those situations, and so I'll look at the film and see what we could do better to avoid that, because it seems like that's really been the difference maker in these games. Again, it's we had 4 more field goals than them again. So like the last several games outside of the USC game at USC, we've had more field goals than our opponent. We're just we're putting them on the line too much.
The shot blocking of your interior guys, what did you think stood out the most in terms of the success of negating Isaiah Mobley kind of from getting inside?
Yeah, I mean, those guys were they knew what the challenge was coming in. We had just played Arizona, so this was, a similar scenario, and, they were up for it in the paint. We 38-24 in the paint. The guys were really challenging shots. Even Enoch's block out of bounds, it was kind of an intimidating block. So, we just got to keep being that way on defense, and you know, again, it was there for us to be taken. 30% we held them to for the game. So we did our work on the defensive end. We just, you know, didn't get enough offense when they shifted the zone, and that was really, you know, 40-32, and you know, we eventually got the ball in the high post to Kamani some, and then that improved our offense versus the zone. But we had that little 2-3 minute period where we could have got a lot of separation, and we didn't do it.
When you guys are down by 3 with like 12 seconds left, DJ Horn shoots the floater. Was that a personal decision on him? Or?
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna have to ask DJ that. We had in the timeout, you know, talked about trying to get a 3 because, you know, we were down 3, and there wasn't really enough time to, unless you get a really quick 2 to foul and then try and hope they miss. But yeah, we shouldn't have taken that shot inside the 3-point line, and you know, maybe he was anticipating them fouling again. I thought they might try and foul again to not let us get a 3 in that situation, but yeah, it wasn't the right choice.